Sorry, I got caught up. Me and Emil look the same, so. Hello, we're Levo, and we're about giving freedom to human-computer interaction. So, let's start off with an exercise. Let's see. I mean, Murphy's Law, it's always going to work on. Okay. Go. So, you know the drill. Find Waldo. Go. All right, I'll tell you where he is. He's next to a woman wearing a red swimsuit and a man reading the newspaper. He's here. Okay. Well, you see, the problem with this is obviously that I know where Waldo is. I've seen this picture. But my image in my head, once I started explaining it, I said a woman in a red bathing suit. Now, the woman in the red bathing suit, you might have looked up there. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's a surgeon, and we were talking about that this is what he goes through in the operating room. Now, because once he scrubs in, a doctor can't manipulate the patient's images himself. So he has to rely on another person to actually move the images around. He needs to switch the images, he needs to zoom in, while he sees it all clearly in his head. Now, we've already seen, other companies have already seen benefits of making a solution for this. So, actually, one of those companies is called Gesture. And Gesture is actually using Kinect, which is an image processing device, sort of a camera where you set up beforehand. And it allows the doctor to actually do it himself, so he doesn't need to touch the computer at any time. Now, that's TEDCAS, and they do the exact same thing, except they, instead of just using one device, they want to use Leap Motion and iTribe, which senses your eye movement. Trivia of the day, your eyes aren't actually as smooth as you'd think they were. Now, but is this the best solution? Or can we do better? Well, when I set up an image processing device, I set it up right here. And if I draw a box around myself on the floor, this is where the image processing device will know my gestures. But once I step outside of the box, it won't follow me. So it's kind of like you're sitting in your chairs at this very moment. And if you decide to stand up and move out to the hall and then just sit down and expect that chair to actually be there, that chair would be gone. So, we at Levo are using a new device called the Mio. And it actually moves with me. It's a mobile device. So if I step outside of this box, it's still here. Now, the Levo device itself is a low-powered Bluetooth device which senses gestures and movement in space to provide input for other devices. And the cool thing about the Mio is actually that your forearm is like your fingerprint. No two forearms are exactly the same. So, this has not been possible before. Now, we at Mio are going to provide software, a licensed software for surgeons to be able to communicate with their images while in the operating room. This together, bundled with the Mio, we can provide personalized solutions for our customers. Now, it's only a matter of time until all the operating rooms have this solution, or one of these solutions. Because otherwise, we have currently a person on your payroll which is paid to read the doctor's mind, while the actual doctor, he knows exactly when, where, and how he wants to see the images, so this solution will always be subpar. Now, you might ask, why doesn't the doctor do it himself? Well, once the doctor leaves the operating room, the clock starts ticking. And running an operating room costs about $62 per minute. And in that, scrubbing out, looking at images, this process could take up to 8 to 10 minutes. Now, the problem is that he increases the rate of infection. And so, while doing this, he actually causes about $25,000 of extra care and medical attention for the patient if this actually happens. So, we've been in contact with Thalmic Labs, the producers of Myo, and General Electric to provide solutions in these areas. Now, as soon as Landspitalen found out about our solution, they've contacted us and asked us to come and scout their operating room because they are dealing with this exact problem at this time. Now, we also have interest from a private practice, and the University of Reykjavik wants to come and work with us in order to implement this into their brain segmentation. Now, we at Levo, we think that computer interaction at the moment is both restricting and limiting, and we are serving our computer's needs instead of the computer adapting to our needs. We need, moving forward, we need a person that has connections and drive to move us to the next level. We are looking for a point person, our Waldo, if you will. He might be in this room, and if you know him, please aid us in our search. Thank you.